Welcome to Asher and Torah Anytime. It's almost Lag BaOmer. Now, what's Lag BaOmer all about? Lag BaOmer is not a regular festival. It's not written in the Torah, not Rosh Hashanah, not Yom Kippur. There's no Pesukim about Lag BaOmer. It's also not Chanukah and Purim that Chazal made later on. It's not a rabbinic institution. Lag BaOmer is all over. People are making fires. People are learning Sodas HaTorah. People are celebrating Hilula de Rashbi. Pasku Malamos, it's like a huge big deal. What's it all about? So if you open up the Holy Rishon, the Nir Kadishan, you find two very interesting, we'll call it anecdotes. That the Holy Rishon said that Rabbi Urachel Mezhebezer used to wear shtraimel on Lag BaOmer. And he said that the Holy Apteruv said, look, I don't know the secret of Lag BaOmer, I don't even know the secret of Rashbi. But I do what the Rebbe Rabbi Urachel did. And the Rebbe Rabbi Urachel wore shtraimel, so I wear shtraimel too. And then you have another story where Reb Isaac from Chemelnik said that he heard from the Holy Rishon that somebody asked him, why do we make only a Hilula for Rashbi? Why don't we make on all the other Tanoim Ameroyim, even Rabbi Akiva? You never see that there's a Yom Tov and there's a Hilula where everybody goes to the Tzion of Rabbi Akiva. I mean, wouldn't Rabbi Akiva be? Rabbi Akiva had the greatest teachings of all time. He said, he said, the most peace and loving teachings. Why wouldn't everybody run to Rabbi Akiva? What's going on? So he said something very, very interesting. He said that in Klal Yisrael there's this pattern of Shiva Royim, 7 shepherds, 7 masters, 7 leaders, just like we have by the Shpizn. Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe, Aaron, Yosef, David. He said there's another 7 leaders that take Klal Yisrael through in their exile. Everybody knows, like in Chabad, they have like the 7 Rebbes. There's this idea of 7. Dor HaShvi. So the Rishon went and he said, the 7 Royim, who are the 7 shepherds? He said, the first of the 7 shepherds is Rashbi. And then he said more. Reb Nuchem Shastik, who was a grandfather from the Moranayim, Baal Shem Tov, the Rebbe Rabbi Urachel with the Malach. And then he said, the 6th one, Benich. And noch einer darf sein, bis Mashiach et kommen. But this idea of 7 Royim is a common theme within Yiddishkeit and Bechlal, the Inyan of 7th, Shivas Yimei Binyan. The first one is the Rashbi. Why is the first one the Rashbi? We have to go into a next layer of where Lag BaOmer is merumas in the Torah. Where do you find a remes for Lag BaOmer? And the pasuk that all the Chassidish Sfarim talk about is Eida Gal Hazeh. Yaakov and Lavan meet up. There was a lot of strife between them. Lavan comes to confront Yaakov. Yaakov Avinu tells him, hello, seriously? What are you complaining about? You've been abusing me for all these years, and they end up making this gal. And Lavan calls this gal, this mount of stones, he calls it Yegarsha Hadusa. And Yaakov calls it Galeid. V'Yaakov Karoloi Galeid. Okay? So all the Chassidish Sfarim are busy, all the Tamid HaMagid, the Magid himself talks about it. Eida Gal Hazeh, Gal is Lag BaOmer, Yegarsha Hadusa. What's happening over here? It's like the weirdest of all places to connect Lag BaOmer to Yaakov and Lavan with a mount of stones. But there's a tremendous secret over here. Yaakov and Lavan represents a fundamental machloike in the Bria. Yaakov Avinu is Titanemus Yaakov. Lavan is Lavan Arami, is falsehood. Yaakov goes to the base Lavan, he has to figure out how to live in a world of deceit, in a world of lying. At the end, Yaakov survives it, he makes it through. Lavan comes to him, and they're going to settle their whole pile of grievances, their whole pile of stones. That pile of stones is all of the difficulties and all of the struggles that people go through, all of humankind. So Lavan comes and he says, Vayikra lo Lavan Yegarsha Hadusa. He says that you know what all the obstacles in the world are? It's a source of fear. It's a Lashon Yira. Yegarsha Hadusa means, Shadusa is a Lashon for the Torah, he says, and he says the Torah operates on fear. The world operates on problems, it operates on Hashem Elokim. It operates on dinam, it operates on rules and regulations, problems, issues. That's the world, that's the Bria. Yaakov Avinu came and he said, Vayikro V'Yaakov karoloi Gal Eid. He said, no, we're not going to call this Yigar Shadusa, we're going to call it Gilad. Gilad is a lashon of simcha, it's a lashon of joy. And he says, I'm going to tell you show you how the entire obstacles and all the problems and issues in the world, it's all Gilad, Galeid, it's all about Simcha, Gila. But there's a method of how we do it. You know how? If you're going to be Megala, the Eid, the Ayin Daled. I'm going to show you how. If you take the word Elokim, and you take the letters before, the Aleph, Lamed, Hey, you take one letter before, so it turns into a Shem called Aleph, Chaf, Daled, Tes, and the Mem. And if you do the gematria from that word, it comes out to the Shem Ayin Daled. If you go before Elokim and you uncover what's beneath Elokim, then Gilad, you're going to come to a place of Simcha. So Yaakov Avinu is Karol Gal Eid, we're going to be Megala the Eid. So it sounds very, semi-spooky. But what's really going on over here is a very fundamental concept. When a person goes to the gym, he's going through dinner, he's going through pain, he's going through a difficulty, he has to do something that he doesn't want to do and it's uncomfortable for 20 minutes this, a half hour that. How is he mamtik the dinam? How does he sweeten that din? He's megala that within this Elokim there's meaning for it, there's a purpose to it, there's something that I want. I might want to lose weight, I want to feel good. That's what gives him a drive. Anything in the world that has Elokim has a method of how you can be mamtik the dinam, how you could sweeten the Elokim. How do you sweeten Elokim? By going one step before that, going one letter before that, and being megala that Gal Eid. There's something purposeful in it, there's something meaningful in it. And that's the secret of Rashbi. Rashbi came into the world, into that generation, in that time, when we were already deep into exile. And he said that this Torah that we have, the simple interpretation of the Torah, it's not working. We have to be Megala the Soid. We have to be Megala secrets within the Torah to give us the meaning, to be mamtik the dinim, to give us a way how we're going to make it through for the next thousands of years of exile. Every time somebody revealed he was Megala Eid, he was Megala, the Torah is also called Eidos, he was Megala, the Ayin Daled of the Eid, he's Megala the depth, the meaning, the purpose, the inspiration, the what's behind it of the Torah. He's Lag BaOmer dik. The Ari HaKadosh is only here because of Lag BaOmer. The Baal Shem Tov is also Lag BaOmer. All the different forms and paths of the Chassidic masters, they're all Rashbis. Everything we have today meaningful that keeps us Yidden today is Lag BaOmer. It's the Yom Tov when we went into exile, and Rashbi was Megalatas, the Soides HaTorah, and he implemented a structure that forevermore, for all generations, people will be searching and finding ways how they can be Megala the Eid, Megala the Mahamtakas Adinim beneath the Elokim. And that's how we make it through. That's why we have Chizuk today. That's why we have Emunah. That's why we have all different Shiurim. That's why we have Chesed. That's why there's ways how to be a Yid just by being a giver, somebody who finds meaning in a niggun, somebody who finds, compassion, wipes the tears of others, somebody who could understand new ways of secrets of Torah that's downloading every single day. That's what Lag BaOmer. Lag BaOmer is the day that turns us on fire. There's a reason why everybody lights a fire. Lag BaOmer is the day when we burn the begadim. It's the day when we reveal that the kanoi and the chayal can dance together. Everything we have comes from Lag BaOmer. Let's celebrate it by learning Pnimiyas HaTorah today.